Madam Mayor, I have a question before we start on the agenda, please.
Yes.
My question is directed to the city manager and city attorney. If you've got a copy of our agenda there in front of you, if you'll scroll down to items, the item for $300,000 to assist in the stabilization and renovation of the Cascade Saloon. And if you'll scroll down to the resolution to oppose House Bill 2, my question is, how did these items get on our agenda without going through committee?
The item, and I'll address specifically the items 13 and 14 related to the Cascade Saloon, like we traditionally do with matters that come before City Council related to economic development and specific closed sessions of council. If you recall, council heard this proposal in closed session.
I recall 7 of us being in a closed session, but that doesn't address the item going through committee as it should go.
Traditionally, by practice, we brought those items directly to council. They've not gone through committees once they've been heard by the full council.
Is anybody else aware of that? Mr. Fox, Mr. Barr, anybody aware that these items don't go through committee?
Mm-hmm.
They do not go through committee? Okay, then address the resolution to oppose House Bill 2, please, being on the agenda without going through committee.
After the passage of the recent law by the General Assembly, I've been in contact with several council members, including you, and the mayor asked me to draft a resolution for consideration by council regarding the will of council and whether they would oppose this, and she indicated that she felt it appropriate to be on this agenda, and I thought it was appropriate as well.
So am I understanding you then, the mayor has the authority to put something on the agenda without going through committee? Do any of the other of us have that authority?
I would believe that you have the exact same authority on a political matter that does not involve expenditure of funds, yes.
And do you believe that to be ethical?
I think that it is, if you're asking is it ethical not to go through the committee, I do not think that is an ethical issue, no.
Okay.
I would also point out that I notified everybody on council as to my intentions, and they had the ability to object.
Well, Madam Mayor, it doesn't give a good appearance that we sit up here and you, in an effort to benefit your employer, break the rules that you actually voted for. You voted for the committee rules, and now you're breaking them. So I just don't think it looks good for us sitting up here to have a different set of rules for the mayor's downtown friends and for her employers. I don't think that looks good for the rest of us sitting up here, and I want to make that clear.
I would also like to say that we used to have work sessions before council committees, and many things were on the agenda that we did not put through work sessions.
Tony?
I'll be very brief, Madam Mayor. I want to read one line from our city attorney. There remains many questions as to the full impact of this legislation. Mr. Carruthers, I couldn't agree more. And you are a much smarter man than I am, and to me that says a lot. And Betsy, I want it recorded in the minutes that I will be voting against this resolution based on the bathroom portion.